Bite. We're back again to give you some more information. My name is Gemma Carlier. I'm one of the occupational therapists at Edith Borthwick School. This is Isaac Carlier, my wonderful assistant. And today we're going to be focusing on strategies for breathing techniques. Now, breathing techniques are tricky. They're tricky for anybody, they're tricky for adults, they're tricky for anybody who's feeling slightly stressed. So we're going to look at some strategies to make that easier. And it's certainly difficult for children to engage with breathing strategies because they're quite abstract, they're difficult to follow, and sometimes it's really hard to concentrate on that kind of thing. So they're important because what happens often, we were speaking before in the previous video about children being in a high alert state. And what we know is when children are in a high alert state, their breathing tends to be much more shallow. And what this means for the body is that there tends to be a build-up of carbon dioxide in the system, which can lead to all sorts of different kind of bodily sensations associated with stress. And that can include things like headaches, it can include muscle tension, it can include a racing heart, it can include digestive problems and upset tummies and that kind of thing. So we really want to help our children to feel much more calm and regulated during the day, and trying to get in some breathing games and activities is one of the ways that we can do that. Okay, so today we're going to go through 4 different breathing strategies. Some of them are for children who can follow instructions and who can blow. Some of our children cannot blow, and some of them will struggle with following instructions. So we also have some other strategies to help in those situations. Okay, so number 1, and possibly the most fun, because let's face it, who doesn't like bubbles? We like bubbles. We love bubbles. So the first activity is bubbles. Bubbles is a really great activity for helping to regulate breathing. It encourages lots of out breath, which is what we really need to kind of get rid of lots of that carbon dioxide. They're really pretty to watch. They're very calming visually. So for a visual stim, for any child who really enjoys visually stimming, bubbles are excellent. And they also have other benefits, and that is visual tracking, so being able to use the eyes to follow the bubbles as they move, and convergence, so being able to bring your eyes to the wand and to watch the bubble as it moves away from you. Okay, for children who are able to blow, then blowing from the wand is excellent. For children who really struggle to blow from the wand because it is a particular skill, then we can blow the bubbles for them, or try to blow the bubbles for them. And we can get them to blow the bubbles once they're into the air. And they can blow either with a, if they're able to do that, or we can encourage them to do a. So Isaac, if you blow me some bubbles.
Try to.
I can use my breath to blow the bubbles away. So 2 different ways of blowing, but each time we're using the out breath. So that's strategy number 1, using the bubbles. Okay, our strategy number 2 is a really nice strategy for children who really struggle with attention and really struggle with standing still or sitting still. So we're going to use what I like to call the fake laugh, and it's one that we do when we're standing. You ready? So let's stand back here. Okay, so we raise our arms with the in breath, and then with the out breath we say ha really loudly and move our arms down. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So ready, in breath, ha, and again, ha, and one more time, ha. Excellent, well done Isaac. So this is a really, really nice way, again, of giving a really strong out breath, but doing it with movement for children who really struggle to be still. So that's strategy number 2. Strategy number 3, we're going to use some visual tools, and we're also going to use something with sound as well that helps us. So if I get Isaac to demonstrate, so first of all, we have our sort of musical instrument, which is a toy for toddlers or babies, but it's really useful for breathing. So we can create sound as we breathe in and create sound as we breathe out, and also have the movement. Okay, you ready? So breathing in and breathing out. And one more time. Excellent. So this is quite helpful. It's helpful for the child because they can hear what's happening and they can match it to their breath. For parents, it may well drive you mad. So if the noise drives you mad, we also have another toy, which is an expanding ball. And this is just a really good illustration of basically what happens to the lungs when we're taking a really nice deep breath in and then when we're breathing out. So Isaac, if you'll have a go. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Excellent, well done, excellent. So if you haven't got tools like that, you can possibly use a body sock, so you can get your child inside the body sock and do stretching out with the in-breath and then coming back in with the out-breath. Or we can use a smelly sock for the same purpose. So we can breathe in and pull it and stretch it, and breathing out, relaxing it. Breathing in, pulling and stretching, breathing out as we let it relax. So that's our strategy 3, is using visual tools to help us with controlling that breath. Okay, so strategy 4, again, is for children who struggle with following instructions, who really struggle with the abstract concept of breathing. What we're going to use is some gentle rhythmic movement to help with the breath. And I'm going to do the deep breathing as well, so I'm going to model it while we're doing it. The reason this rhythmic movement is so helpful is because it uses our vestibular sense. And our vestibular sense is located in our inner ear, and it's sort of basically our balance sense. It's how we process gravity. But it's really important in terms of our arousal levels. And we can use gentle rhythmic movements to really have a calming effect on our nervous system. Okay, so let's have a go. On your tummy. Okay, so I'm going to apply some deep pressure to Isaac's back. And as we move forward, we're going to do a breath in, and as we move back, we're going to breathe out. Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Excellent. And we can keep doing that movement for as long as the child is relaxed and calm. It might be that we need to do it for quite some time. It's usually a position of comfort for a child, and also rolling on the tummy if we know that a child maybe has tummy aches and difficulties, perhaps because of arousal levels or other conditions. Giving a gentle massage to the tummy by rolling over the ball can also be really helpful. Okay, so to summarise, today we've talked about different breathing strategies that we can use with our children. Number 1, we talked about using bubbles to help regulate the out breath and to give a really nice calming visual stimulus. We talked about using our fake laugh, so our ha laugh, for children who struggle with being still and who struggle with attention. Thirdly, we talked about using visual tools to help illustrate what's happening when we're taking a breath in and when we're breathing out. And lastly, we talked about using calming rhythmic movement to support gentle breathing in and out and modelling that for ourselves as well. Okay, thank you Isaac for your help again.
You're welcome.
We hope that you found this video helpful. See you soon. Bye!